Lately, I've been hearing this same sentence everywhere. Yaar, this summer hits different. Not hotter, but different. And at first, I thought maybe people are exaggerating. After all, every generation seems convinced that their version of summer was better when they were younger. But then I started thinking about my childhood. Summer vacation, power cut at afternoon, sleeping next to noisy cooler at night. My mother sprinkling water at the floor to make the veranda a little bit cooler. Waiting for rain, complaining about heat, but somehow still running outside to play cricket. Maybe it's nostalgia speaking, but I don't remember heat feeling like this because today it feels like heat isn't the part of weather anymore. Because I think it's shaping the way we live. And maybe temperature isn't the only thing that's changing. A few weeks ago, I noticed something strange. Almost every conversation seemed to be around weather only. At hospital, at schools, at homes, at shop, and even in social media also, everyone is talking about heat only. It feels as if they are negotiating with it. What time should we go? Let's wait until evening. Don't go out now. Take water. Come back home before noon. Without even realizing it, that we are shaping our lives around the temperature. Which made me wonder, have the summers actually changed? Or have we? Think about it. Many of us carry water bottles everywhere. We actively search for shade. We actually check weather forecast before leaving the home. We plan walks differently. We exercise differently. And even me also, I wake up early to go for a run. Cause I know that after 6 o'clock it will get hot eventually. Even our daily schedules have started shifting. And none of this feels unusual because adaptation rarely feels dramatic. It happens quietly, one small step at a time, or you can say one small change at a time. Until one day you look back and you realize how life was different back then. But humans aren't the only one adapting, and this is where things get fascinating. In many places, birds have started becoming active earlier in the morning. Animals spend more time resting in the peak heat. Even insects also change their behavior according to the temperature. It's almost as if entire ecosystems are changing themselves according to the temperature and the conditions around them. And honestly, humans are also doing the same thing, just with air conditioners, water bottles, and weather forecasts. Because adaptation is what living things do. But adaptation also hides some things. It makes change feel normal. And maybe that's why heat is just an interesting public health story. Because when people talk about heat, they talk about thermometers 40 degree, 42 degree, 45 degree, even 47 degrees. Numbers. But heat changes everything else too. Human behavior. Have you ever noticed how difficult it is to sleep at very hot nights, even when you are tired? Or how complicated a simple task feels? Or how people become more irritable, more mentally drained, and more impatient? Heat doesn't just affect our bodies, it affects our behavior also. How we behave, how we feel, how we work, how we think, even, and sometimes how we treat each others also. Which is why public health experts don't use heat merely as a weather issue. Because once temperatures start affecting our sleep, hydration, health, and daily routines, it becomes something much more bigger. But here's the part I find more interesting, that human brain is incredibly good at getting used to things. Good things, bad things, and almost anything. And that's probably why we stop noticing small changes. If tomorrow the temperature becomes 5 to 10 degree hotter, people will notice. But if temperature gradually changes over years, our brains will adapt, our habits will adapt, our expectations will adapt. And eventually, the new normal stops feeling new. At first, it just feels like just another hot summer. Then people start avoiding afternoon walks. Then electricity demand increases. Then hotter nights become more common. And everyone will start saying that summers were not like this. But by then, we are already adapting. And adaptation can be a strange thing. While it helps us to adapt, to survive, it can also make us forget what the normal felt like. And maybe that's why so many people feel that something has changed. And not because they have memorized temperature records, but they are experiencing it in their routine, in their sleeps, in their energy levels, in their daily life. The biggest story isn't that everything feels hotter, and maybe it is how quietly we have changed along with it. Because humans adapt remarkably well. We always have. But this adaptation tells a story. Perhaps this one is still unfolding. So the next time when someone says, Yaar, this summer feels different, maybe they are noticing something bigger than the weather. They are noticing a world that's slowly changing us too. If this video has made you think differently, share it with one person, cause that's how this changes. If you have liked this video, do hit the bell icon and share as much as possible, and most importantly, subscribe to my channel.